All right, welcome to another Spinato Spin. Here we are rolling through an incredibly mild winter. We've been really lucky in this parts of the country here. Things are going real well. I've seen other winters where everything goes well all the way through January, and then February and March you never even know it was a mild winter. But let's talk about something very positive. Let's talk about you on your road to greatness. The road to greatness. What do we have to do to get on a road to greatness? Well, we got to do things that help improve ourselves, right? We got to find ways in which we can always get better. And lately we had the passing of a great basketball player, a very sad time. And one of the comments that struck me about him was he was always fighting as hard as he could to always get better. Kobe Bryant was that type of individual. Kobe Bryant had that type of will to win no matter what he was doing in every second and everything he did. Real exciting stuff when you think about it. If we want something to emulate, if we want something that we could say, man, I want to be like that guy, or man, I want to be like that person, whatever it is, that's the type of thing you want to be. You want to be always striving to be the best. And the first thing we're going to take a look at is this simple concept right here. What do you have there? Easy. See, a lot of people want it to be easier on themselves. No, 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 no. Let's look at it a little different. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. Better. You got to be better than what it is out there. Not easier. You got to challenge yourself. Think about a beat up road and all that. But at the end of that beat up road, there's some really great things that can happen for you down that end of the road. Well, you can't hope that that road is smoother. You got to hope that you're better to climb and fight and get through that bumpy road, right? Isn't that what it comes down to? How hard you're willing to go for it? How much you're willing to do? And let's take a look at the next one. Makes a lot more sense as it comes together. Exactly. You got to strive to always be your best. Always work on improving. Always say there's another mountain to climb. Keep stretching yourself. Keep charging. Keep moving. And the other one that we have here is excellence. You know, that Vince Lombardi, I quote him a lot. The great Vince Lombardi said, we're going to go for perfection. We're going to go for perfection. And in the process of going after perfection, we're going to meet up with excellence. We're going to meet up with greatness. That's what you want to be. You want to be excellent at what you're doing. You want to feel very proud of what you're all about. And here's something else to think about. When you know it's done, you'll know what it looks like. Now think about this. When you think about all the things that you got going on in your life, there's a certain concept that rings true no matter what it is. You got to watch out for your thoughts because they become your words. You got to watch out for your words because they become your actions. You got to watch out for your actions because that becomes your behavior. You got to watch out for your behavior because that becomes your habits. And you got to watch out for your habits because that becomes your character. But here's the thing I want to talk to you about 4 minutes into the talk here. We're almost done. But 4 minutes into it, we'll think about this. What is it that we're talking about when you have a character? You develop something. You know what it is? It starts working on one key word, and the word is decision. How good you make your decisions. Because how good you make your decisions determines your destiny, right? I mean, think about it. Well, if I only did this back then, things would have worked out this way. If I only stayed with this. Well, how did you make the decisions? What was your game plan for making your better decisions? What was it? I'm going to give you 6 quick steps and see if you agree or not agree. When making a decision, you have 2 things to think about. And you have 2 sources to basically consult. Number 1, your brain, and number 2, your heart. You got to talk to your brain. You got to ask your brain a couple of questions. Real simple questions. You should say, is this really fulfilling my need? Is this what my real need is? You got to ask that, right? And then we'll go back one step further. We'll go one step forward. We'll say, have I informed myself of all my options? Have I informed myself of all my options before I made this decision? Now, I'm not saying this is how you're going to make your decision for breakfast every morning or anything simple like that, but maybe it is. Who knows? I'm going to go one step into that. People might ask that. Well, you got to use this whole pattern every decision you ever make. Well, life's all about bunches and bunches of decisions. That's what really determines your destiny. Well, let's go one step further. Have I thought it through? Have I completely thought through this situation that I'm in right now and this decision I'm about to make? Those are three things you have to ask your brain in a consecutive fashion. You got to say to yourself, is it fulfilling my need? Have I informed myself of all my options? And have I really thought this thing through? Think about it. That's a big factor that your brain plays on your decision. The other thing is, and you can't do anything more about this, but otherwise realize it's happening. Now you ask your heart a question. You say, is this really, have I really been truthful with myself? Have I really been truthful? Have I cut all the other fluff out and everything else? Is this really true with me? Have I really told myself the whole truth and nothing but the truth about this situation before I make this decision? Think about that. That's a powerful concept too. And here's another thing that a lot of people just don't even realize how powerful it is. What about your intuition? What about your intuition? It's got to be worth something. Sometimes you know about danger before it ever happens and you avoid it. You got a very strong ability to avoid bad things, or you have a really strong ability to catch on to good things. Can you trust your intuition? Am I trusting my intuition? When you go ahead and make that decision, you trusted your heart, you wanted to see what was going on. If you're being honest, you're going to trust your intuition. And the last one, and this is probably the toughest one to really do on a consistent basis. Do you deserve better? Do you really think you deserve something better than what you're getting? You know, I've heard people say, well, who the heck are you to think that you can? Well, who the heck are you? Who are you? Do you believe that you deserve better? Are you giving yourself something better? But it's not a question of that. Do you deserve it? We're talking to your heart. You're saying to yourself, do I really deserve this? You know, if I get all this good stuff happening to me, did I really earn it? Did I really, equate to this level? Of course you did. Of course you did. And one thing, I'll wrap it up with this, is the magic of getting good decisions is knowing what you want. Knowing what you want and make sure that everything else that comes in the way of it is just an imposter. You'll push it off to the side. But the stuff that you want and you want, you'll know how to make a better decision. Hope this helped you tonight and have yourself a great night. We'll catch you next time on the Spinato Spin. Take care, everyone.